What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along, and big up to everyone on this Saturday. It is FA Cup final day, man. I can't lie, when the FA Cup final arrives, I kind of wish that Arsenal were in the cup final, but it is what it is. We've got, do I say bigger fish to fry? It's probably not the right thing to say, but yeah, listen, I hope we obviously win bigger and better trophies. But big up to everyone locked in. Hope you are well. And we're going to be relaxed today, I hope. Nice and relaxed watching this game. And El Clasico, as they're calling it. Two teams that obviously spent a lot of money over the years. And who do we actually want to win this game? I don't think we want anybody to win, actually. I want the game to get abandoned after extra time. But I think it's a case of who do we want to lose the most. Do you know what I mean? I don't like Chelsea and I don't like Man City, to be honest, but I suppose extra time and then I don't know, because Chelsea probably won't make Europe if this is probably their best opportunity of Europe. I suppose, look, we're at war with Man City, so you want Man City to get beat. Pep has head loss, and then maybe they go and get beat by Bournemouth on Tuesday and we win the league. So it is what it is. No, I don't think they'd be partying all night if they won the FA Cup. Pep knows, man. But listen, just quickly before we do go into this game and discuss the lineup and that, I just watched the last 20 minutes of Celtic against Hearts, and I'm telling you now, that is one of the craziest games. I mean, I got back in, which is why I didn't do the watch along. I turned it on, it was 1-1, and it was just a proper fight. It was like an old school football match. And Hearts, man, after all of that hard work and you're thinking they're going to change the fortunes of Scottish football and somebody other than Celtic or Rangers, and Celtic win with in the last 10 minutes of the game. Three former Arsenal players, Austin Trusty, Kieran Tierney, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Celtic won the game 2-1 and won the league. And then there was a pitch invasion with a minute to go. Sorry, it was 3-1. I've gone mad. No, was it 3-1? I'm going mad it. I think it was 3. Yeah, it was 3-1. Sorry, they scored right at the end as well. It was 3-1. The goalkeeper came up for the Hearts to try and get the equaliser. Celtic cleared it and scored on the counter-attack and scored a third. And then there was a pitch invasion. There was about a minute and a half to go, and the referee just blew the full-time whistle, I think, for the safety of the players. I don't know. What do you guys make of that? Like, did Scottish football need a different winner outside of Rangers and Celtic? I mean, Elliot said he's an Aberdeen fan. Everyone in Scotland wanted Hearts to win it. I mean, I only watched the last about 20, 25 minutes, and Hearts barely got out of their half. It was all Celtic. Ian Acho at the post. But yeah, it was an unbelievable ending to the game anyway. But Martin O'Neill, what a turnaround. Oh, it's Kieran Tierney, lad. It's Kieran Tierney, lad. Big up to the ex-Gunners, though, man. Kieran Tierney, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Austin Trusty winning the Scottish League title. What a job Martin O'Neill has done. Big up to Southpaw Stance, who said, see, I'm an international fan. How big is the FA Cup day in England? I can tell you now, bro, that when I was growing up, this was one of the biggest days in the football calendar. It was all day. Like, the programme would come on at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, all the build-up for the game in the afternoon, and you would watch, interviews. You would see the players arrive. They'll walk on the pitch with their suits. There'd be so many things surrounding the FA Cup final. It's nowhere near as big as it used to be. And I'm not saying that because Arsenal aren't in it, because I love the FA Cup final. We're the most successful team ever in the FA Cup, and this trophy means a lot to me. But I just think, I don't know, the money's not big enough for winning it. Unfortunately, most of these clubs, money outweighs some of these trophies. And I just don't think clubs take it as seriously, to be honest. But I love the FA Cup. And I kind of... Listen, I'm watching this game now. I wish Arsenal were playing Chelsea now. Or would we have played Chelsea? No. Yeah, because Southampton got Man City. So we could have potentially been playing Chelsea. We'd have had an outside chance at a treble. Who knows, people, But yeah, man, it's not as big as it used to be. This for me it's sort of a win-win and a lose-lose. Whoever loses, it's quite good because if Chelsea lose, they're probably not going to make Europe, which is crazy for a team that spent so much money. If Man City lose, hopefully Pep Guardiola has some head loss going into the Bournemouth game on Tuesday. Chris said Hibs fans certainly didn't want their biggest rivals winning the league. Hibs and Hearts, big rivals. Are they in Edinburgh? I'm pretty sure Hibs and Hearts are in Edinburgh, right? But yeah, very interesting. So what I mean by win-win lose, if Chelsea lose, then we just look at it as the Chelsea point of view. If City lose, we look at the City point of view. Big up to Efrai, who said, he's just put the super sticker in. Big up to you, bro. Big up to everyone locked in as well. Over 1,000 of you tuned in and the Twitch gang already. Let's go through the two sides, people. Bella Annette said, as a Chelsea fan, I do not like what we're looking at. Gusto versus Doku instead of James. Yeah, Reece James playing in midfield. The Chelsea team, people, they're playing a back three today. Sanchez in goal. The back three is Fofana, Colwill, and Jarrell Hato. Their wing backs are Gusto and Cucurella. Midfield three of Reece James, Caicedo, and Enzo Fernandez. And then a front sort of two. Well, João Pedro is the striker, with Cole Palmer sort of playing in a free role just behind him. On the bench, Jorgensen, Tosin, Neto, Delap, Santos, Garnacho, Chalobot, Joshua, and Asugo. Look at that Chelsea form. 1 draw and 4 defeats in their last 5, man. They are in terrible form. And they're going to have to put in a performance. I'm not writing them off. I've seen a lot of people saying that Chelsea are going to get battered. Now, they could, by the way, because that three at the back, I'm not sure about. But they seem to find something sometimes. I think they'll lose, but I just don't think they'll get hammered. The Manchester City team is interesting. He has stuck with Trafford in goal. Donnarumma is on the bench, which he has done in the cup competitions. Back four, Nunes, O'Reilly, Gahey, and Kuzanov. Diaz and Stones on the bench. And Ake also played the other week, but he goes back to Kuzanov and Gahey. Rodri returns, which that just gives Man City an extra 10%. They'll keep the ball far better than if he wasn't playing. Him and Bernardo Silva in the middle. Mamouche plays in the 10 role, which I'm surprised. Foden and Cherki, I mean, Foden was brilliant the other night. Cherki's been one of their best players second half of the season, but he's gone with Omar Mamouche, who has played a lot of the cup games. Semenyo and Doku out wide. Doku probably the most informed winger in the league at the moment. And Erling Haaland leading the attack. The Manchester City bench is ferocious. Donnarumma, Diaz, Stones, Ake, Reinders, Kovacic, Cherki, Savinho, and Foden. Very, very strong bench. A lot of their players coming back from injury. Luckily, they didn't come back sooner. But there are your two lineups. I've got to be honest. I think City win. But you just never know in a cup final, do you? You just never know. Chelsea, really, their whole season is riding on this game. If we have a look at the Premier League table, Liverpool got battered last night by Aston Villa. By the way, what a job Unai Emery has done at Aston Villa, man. Took over when Steven Gerrard had them, relegation battle. And they're in the, they're going to be in the Champions League once again. Considering they didn't really invest, they've lost players like John Duran, Diaby. They obviously lost Daniel Marlin, who went to Roma. Didn't really invest properly either, and he's got them Champions League football. And I'll be honest, I think they'll win the Europa League on Wednesday. I'm probably going to do a watch along for that game as well. We'll see how Unai gets on, but I'm telling you, if Villa actually could back him financially, they'd have a top team. But obviously with PSR. Marcel, I didn't know you was in the chat, man. I've got friends who support Liverpool and family, and Listen, man, from the outside, it doesn't look good. I think you will scrape top four, but, well, top five that will get you Champions League football, although you never know. If Bournemouth beat City, they'd only be a point behind Liverpool going into the final day. Liverpool, something's not right. I just don't understand what's going on with them. They look to me totally disconnected from that manager. And I know sometimes it's too easy to just say get rid of the manager, but I think Liverpool have to get rid of that manager. Do you know what I mean? They're so flat. I've never seen a team win a league and look so bad the following season. They look like they're not interested. And I think it is down to that manager. I don't think they like his style. You know, you look at some of the players last year, Gravenberch, McAllister, they were balling out last season. They look like they've got nothing to offer. So is it time to get Xabi Alonso? You know, Xabi Alonso's being linked with the Chelsea job. I think Liverpool might have to step in and take him to Anfield, which I think he would obviously go back to Liverpool as he played there. Manu said, Curtis, can you tell me why the hell I can't watch a football match without your stream playing simultaneously now? Hey, that's what we're about, people. C-Unit business. Community settings. Get the game on the TV. Turn down the volume. Laptop or phone or tablet, whatever. Get the stream on and bang. Let's go. We're in, people. Big up to everyone locked in. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Ephraim, who said, coming to watch the last game against Palace, was planning for the parade, but it's next week. Do you think there will be any celebration and where? I would imagine everyone will go to the Emirates. But yeah, I mean, they're delaying it because obviously they don't sort of want to celebrate before the Champions League, so it's a week later. But I do think if we win it on Tuesday, let's say we beat Burnley, and then Bournemouth beat Man City on Tuesday, I think everyone will go to the Emirates Tuesday night. Obviously, if it gets to Sunday, I think everyone will go to the Emirates on Sunday afternoon. That's what I would imagine anyway. Yeah, Yardman, I hear you, man. Keep Slot at Liverpool, man. He's a title winner. Just be patient with him. Slot out! Arnie, Slot out! ZMP, not interested in this game whatsoever. Premier League champs. Do you know what? I'm not that bothered about it, but I was going to watch the game. Let's do it with a chat. Let's keep the vibes and just see how it goes. And we're just keeping an eye on City with Tuesday in mind. Any injuries, any suspensions, any fatigue. Extra time is what I want to see, people. I want to see extra time and I want to see fatigue in that Man City team. That's what I want to see. I can see the mainstream channels paying C the bag to be a football commentator. Hey, the email address is there, curtisshawtv@hotmail.com. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, we're here, people. We're here. Why do people want Chelsea to win their rival? They're both rivals, right? We're going to war with Man City in a footballing sense. Robert Sanchez rocking the Peter Cech helmet, yeah? I'm assuming he's got a head injury of some sort, unless he's just trying to find inspiration from Peter Cech. But yeah, so Bernardo Silva will get 3 yellow cards and stay on the pitch. Exactly. 115. I don't want any of these teams to win. But as I said, if Chelsea lose, they won't make Europe in any way, shape or form. They'll probably lose players. And if City lose, a little bit of head loss for Pep Guardiola going into a tough game Tuesday. Don't forget, Monday night, obviously, Arsenal-Burnley. I'll be doing a watch-along for that. Of course, every Arsenal game we do a watch-along. And then Tuesday, I'll be doing Bournemouth against Man City. Oh, was that from the collision with Gibbs White with Sanchez? Wow, they both came out bad. Thoughts on Drake's album? It's all right. It's all right. It's not one of his best. There's a couple good songs on there, though. Shebang is my favourite one on there, I think. But yeah. He's got like 2 other albums out. I haven't even listened to them yet. I heard he's dissing LeBron James and ASAP Rocky and Khaled. We're underway, people. The FA Cup final. Chelsea against City. I'm not even going to get particularly hyped if somebody scores. Let me close that blind. Getting a mad reflection. If somebody scores, my tone of voice will not even change, people. There's no excitement levels for this game. Iceman, not a good album. Nah, it's nothing amazing. Couple good songs on there, but yeah. What do you think on Arsenal attempting Goulet or Yildiz? Yeah, apparently there were links to Yildiz today. I like Yildiz. He suits Arsenal. Where was the Yildiz link? Yeah, because we've basically taken somebody, haven't we, from Italy? Was it one of the top scouts? But yeah, they're saying we're looking at Yildiz as an option. Let's see. Yeah, Dan Potts in interim charge for Chelsea. Will I watch Usyk next week? Yeah, I mean, yeah. We'll have a look. We'll have a look, people. Drake's albums are doo-doo. Am I behind here, people? What's going on? Because the game's on 2 channels. So I need to know. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. 124. 140. Yo, that's mad. That is crazy. The game's like 15 seconds behind on another channel. 136. Let's turn over. Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, I've changed channel, people. How stupid is that? The game's on 2 channels and one channel's like 15, 20 seconds behind the other. I should be up to date with you now, people. I should be up to date with you now. That's madness. Anyway, we're there, people. We're there. The game is on BBC One and it's also on TNT Sports. BBC seems to be about 15 seconds ahead of TNT. I'm going to drop the left wing video tomorrow. Recorded it yesterday. I've put quite a few names in. I haven't like just said 5 or anything. Some of them are players that we've been linked with. Some of them are the ones that I think we should go for. Some of them are the ones that the community have suggested. Like a lot of you have said, and Dai from Everton. I haven't really seen us linked with him, but I've just tried to look at a bit more detail on each player. I think what I realised when doing the video and looking is that there's a lot of left wingers available. It's sort of, there's not one that's sort of screaming out. That's the difficulty. There's not one that I go, that's definitely number one, who we should go for. There's sort of pros and cons of all of them. How much money you want to spend, what sort of age, do you want one who's technically better? I think what I realised with the video is Kvara is the absolute perfect one, but I just don't think we can get him out of PSG. Maybe if we beat them in the Champions League final, maybe we can. But I've gone into detail. Leao, Barcola, Nico Williams, Rashford. As I said, these aren't all players that I think we should go for. Some of them are just ones we've been linked with. So yeah, look out for that video tomorrow. Drop it around midday probably, and just get involved with that. And I'm sort of explaining how much I think each player will cost. Now, Rodrigo's out until Christmas, so that one isn't going to happen. And I have named players like Vinicius Jr. as well, because I actually do think he's gettable. I haven't named Mbappe, though, because I just don't think they'll let him go. Big up Mr. Cool Bus Driver here, seasoning the chicken to jerk tomorrow, tuning in on the #1 Arsenal YouTuber in the world. Big up C, Jamaica in the building. Big up yourself, my bro. You know, you have to prepare the food for the next day. Camavinga not going to the World Cup instead of Rabiot. Rabiot is basically Deschamps like what Havertz is to Arteta, like it's his stepson. Whatever that guy's doing, he will get him in the squad and probably start him. I know Camavinga hasn't had the best of seasons, but are you telling me Camavinga's not good enough to be in your squad? Cucurella, down the left-hand side for Chelsea. Cucurella! Man gets bullied to the floor. By the way, I've got to admit, and I don't like praising any Man City player for obvious reasons, but this Matheus Nunes has quietly become a very good right back this season. Like, he doesn't get done easily. Because obviously he's an attacking midfielder, he's got a lot of pace, but he's actually quite good at defending as well, which is, it's just crazy how Pep can have a £60 million attacking midfielder and all of a sudden he's probably been one of the best right backs in the Premier League this season, which is mental. Brio, how and why did we not beat the Liverpool team? I mean, I've said for a long time, Arteta's got PTSD with Liverpool from his Everton days. I'm telling you now. He's probably lost to Liverpool so many times as a player that when he plays against them, something just doesn't work with him. You know, when he was playing You'll Never Walk Alone at the training ground, and he just, I don't know. They can turn up with the worst record in the Prem and will still struggle to beat them. Oh, guys, shouting all the way from South Africa. Big up to you, Moraka Samuel. Here comes City, right-hand side. Semenyo up against Kukurea, drifts inside of him, shoots. His shot's blocked. Chance for City. Oh, shot straight at the goalkeeper by Mamouche. Rodgers was balling out yesterday, bro. He is a baller. Absolute baller, man. I'm telling you. I'd go for him in the summer, but I think a lot of clubs will be in for him. A lot of clubs. Players respect Pep. Yeah, Pep's... I don't know if you saw Pep's interview before the game. He was like, I've won 19 trophies in 10 years. And the guy said to him, oh, are you sad that this will be your last game at Wembley as Man City manager? Obviously hinting at the story that he's leaving. And he was like, no, I've got a year left on my contract. And then he like runs off smiling, and you're thinking, I wonder if they all know in the background that he's leaving, or is he being serious? No, I'm here for one more year. I've got another year on the deal. I don't know. Obviously, we're hearing a lot of stories that Maresca's going to take over and that Pep's leaving in the summer, but we haven't heard anything official. He's not going to the World Cup. Oh, with Belgium, is he not? Could we put Rodgers left wing or Mamouche? Rodgers, he's like that attacking midfielder that drifts off the left, isn't he? But it's kind of like an Eze position, like left attacking midfielder. Could you play him actual left wing? I don't know. That's the problem. Can't stand that rat Bernardo Silva. Yeah, he's a proper little cheat, isn't he? He's a top player, though. They picked Trossard instead. That's crazy, isn't it? Any nerves ahead of Burnley? No, I think we'll beat them 3-0. They'll make life difficult for us. Truth said your football knowledge is better than your hip-hop knowledge. And taste. Bro, I know my hip-hop, man. I know my hip-hop. We'll do hip-hop streams when the time's right. Iceman was a 6 out of 10. Yeah, it was average. It was average. There's a couple big tunes on there, but overall, it won't go down as one of his best albums. Mamouche, I think, is on like nearly 300 grand a week. I just can't see it. His wages are crazy. Can we get early goals? Sometimes cup finals actually are quite boring. Ball over the top. João Pedro goes all the way through to Trafford. I saw yesterday, by the way, João Pedro being linked with Barcelona. If they can't get Alvarez, the rumour is they're going to go for João Pedro. Ball into Mamouche, makes a good run. Rolls it out wide. Doku, the most informed winger in the league at the moment, rolls it to O'Reilly. Pulled back. Oh, goes out for a corner to City. We'll take extra time. You saw Bernardo talking about it was about damn time we won it after being together for 5 years. The rat. Glad he's leaving salty. He's an unbelievable player, but he's an idiot. But yeah, they're gonna listen. All's fair in love and war, you know. That's how it goes. I don't expect him to like us. That's the way it goes. Here is Doku. Whips it into the back post. Free header. Oh, it's cleared off the line. Haaland tries to hook it back in. Referee gives a free kick for a high foot. Chelsea, yeah, he's not wrong, to be honest. He's not wrong. Like, we should have won it sooner. We should go for Krupi. Yeah, very good young player. Very, very good. I've got a feeling this could be a boring game. Yeah, Lewandowski has apparently been offered some crazy 90... Did I see? I could be wrong here. Some crazy wages anyway. I think it was close to £1 million a week. Or for like 2 or 3 years, Lewandowski to Saudi. So I think he's going. So Barcelona will be in the market for a striker. Headed back to Trafford and he collects it for City. Yeah, I'll probably I don't want anybody to win this game. It's more who do I want to lose the game more. I'd like them both to lose, but I probably would rather City lost just so that they're in a bad mood ahead of Tuesday at Bournemouth. Pep doesn't deal with defeat very well, but I do think City will beat them. Here's Semenyo up against Cucurella. Lovely little back heel. Cucurella does well, though, against Nunes. Cucurella is another player. You just can't stand him, but he is a decent left-back, I've got to be honest. Vinay said, Big C, having a red stripe watching the game and listening to your commentary. Can't beat this Watchalong. Big up to you, Vinay. Big up to you. Extra time, City lose on pens. Yeah, I'd take that all day long. Here's Doku. João Pedro back. Defending. Gahey, poor pass, goes out for a goal kick. Boring game so far. Hi, said, according to Transfer Market, Nuno Mendes, Zaire Emery and Pacho are all out injured. Nah. No. I don't think they are. I think they are resting a lot of players. They've won the league now. Let's have a look. Yeah, look, Pacho is dealing with a minor injury ahead of the weekend game. Issue is not considered serious. There's no indication who will miss the final. These guys are not going to play, are they? You know, they're not going to play. I've seen a few stories that PSG had injuries. Apparently, they're all minor injuries. Thoughts on Lee's branching out with Matisse? Thought it was fun. I saw some of it, I'll be honest. I haven't watched all of it yet. But yeah, Lee's a top guy, man. And big up Matisse as well. Rate this transfer window. Krupi, Goats, Rogers. Is it Goats? How do you pronounce that guy's name? I need to know because I keep saying his name. I'm like, am I saying this guy's name wrong or what? Here's João Pedro. What is he doing? Man's falling into the ball. He's done what? Oh, he's offside. Livramento and Camavinga. I don't want Livramento. I've got to be honest, man. He's too injury prone. Guy's too injury prone. Like another... And he'll cost about 50 million as well. It's not like he's going to be cheap. Is it Gots? Let's have a look at how do you pronounce it. It's pronounced Guts. That makes sense. Let's have a look. I was watching a video of him the other day. I don't know a lot about him, I got to be honest, but he looks good. But then people saying he hasn't made the Belgium squad. Yeah, I see him nutmegging people for fun as well. I spoke about him on the video anyway, but he looks lightweight. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hope to see you at the parade. Yeah, man. I will be there, my friend. I will be there if we have a parade, that is. What a final day in the Scottish Prem. Kieran Tierney winning the league, bro. I watched the last 20 minutes of that game. It was unbelievable. So much drama. Lucas said he don't watch. Well, listen, everyone. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. You can pick who you want to watch. Sorry, just getting a message here. He's like Kvara dribbling, but like I like Yildiz. You guys know I like Leao, but I like Yildiz. I'm kind of looking at the fact that Arteta is going to be in charge next year. I don't think Arteta could get anything from like a Leao. He wouldn't like that personality. He wouldn't defend enough. But I think Yildiz would be very good. When I've watched him, he works hard as well. So it's Gertz, yeah? Micah Gertz. Is that how we pronounce it, people? He's too attacking for Arteta. Anyway, let's have a look at this game. Nunes on the ball. I just watched that exciting end to the Scottish game. Then you put this on and you're just like, you're nodding off. Do you know what I mean? It's often like this in cup finals, though, isn't it? They're not always great. Yildiz is, he's quality, man. Yildiz is really good. Trincao, wasn't he in the Prem? Wasn't he at Wolves? He's gone back to Portugal and improved a lot. But big up. Yeah, the eyelids, man, I'm telling you. Ball over the top. Sanchez drops it in the Peter Cech helmet. Lucas said, you're the best YouTuber, Curtis. I appreciate that, bro. Cough Town said, yeah, we can't afford the laid-back attitude of Eze and Liao in the same team. I hear you. Can you imagine the recovery runs like? Just slow motion running like, run! I watched your boy Liao stinking out the place for 58 and being subbed off. Bro, I'm not even hiding from it, Alexandra. When I've watched him this season, it ain't happening. But I'm telling you now, Allegri playing him up front just because he's tall. He ain't a striker, bro. What's he got in? What's his stats this season? 9 goals, 3 assists in the league, and and 1 assist in the cup. Yeah, yeah. Prepare your biscuit talk, people. City are boring us. It's Semenyo. Turns Cucurella. Cucurella does well. I reckon Yildiz will cost 70 mil. Signed a new deal in the summer, so he wouldn't be cheap. Robbie and Lee gave the new kit 8s. Yeah, not for me. Not for me. It'd be lower than that. I don't. It's not terrible. You know what? I saw it in the shop. The material's quite nice. It's not bad, but it's not that good. It's not terrible. You can't really mess up the home shirt, but I wouldn't be giving it an 8 out of 10. Big up Elroy, big up C-Unit out of Jamaica, big up your damn self, man. Goals in the Italian league are hard to come by, to be fair. Yeah, this record amount of 0-0s this season. Big up Elliot. Yeah, Italian football's not in a great space right now, man. You give the new kit a 5, 4 at best. South London, Big C watching Semenyo now. He's settled in. He's not at City's level, technically. Listen, I know why I didn't want Semenyo. I couldn't explain it properly at the time. And it's hard to say you don't want a player when you've got Trossard and Martinelli on the left, because Semenyo, he's better than those two. But he's I don't know. He's rags. He's rags, but he makes it work. But I don't know. Will he be the long-term right winger of Man City? I'm not sure. If Pep's there, I could see him going for a more technical winger. He is good, don't get me wrong. Like, he's putting up numbers. And he'll improve under Pep as well. So you just don't know. I don't want to write the guy off. But technically, he's a bit rags. But he's only 26, so you look at his numbers this year. He's got 10 goals at Bournemouth, and then he's come to Man City and got 7 goals. So he's scored 17 goals this season. So I think technically he's not amazing, but his output is brilliant. He's probably going to end up with 20 goals. Proper knots. Come on, bro. The new stripes are too stripy. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I told you, I'm going to put... If we win the league, I'm just going to put the gold badge on the sleeve of this season's shirt. I like this season's shirt more. I like this one's more. They're getting a lot of heat as well for their new sponsor. Curtis, if you could take any version of any player in history of football for the Champions League final, who would it be? What, are we talking Arsenal player or are we talking any player? If we're talking Arsenal, just give me Thierry. Although I'm saying that, Thierry hasn't got a great record in finals. So I might go Alexis Sanchez. Up against Hakimi. Chelsea on the attack, bodies forward. Oh, out for a corner. Out for... Oh, if it's any club, yeah, then, yeah, give me like Ronaldinho or R9 or something. Big up Vivek. He said, we like Big C. Go enjoy the Prem. Take your kids to the parade. You waited 20 years. Problem is, idiots on AFTV saying Arteta is better than Sir Alex. You shouldn't even put... Like, when I saw that, I thought... I even said when I went there, I said, you shouldn't have even put that as the title. Do you know what I mean? It's just... It's so ridiculous and disrespectful that it's just crazy. Apparently, they reckon Hakimi will be fit. Why do you always say sell Trossard before Martinelli? Just because I think Martinelli could still have a role as a squad player off the bench. And he's younger. You know what I mean? There's a lot of pace, where I think Trossard, with a year left on his deal, I don't want him starting next year, and you'd have to give him Yeah, listen. I'd be willing to let both of them go if we bought two, but I don't expect two left wingers in the same window. Ball over the top, looking for João Pedro up against Kuzanov. How long gone? 20 minutes. What a boring game of football this is so far. Drogba is Mr. Finals, bro. Do you know what I mean? Let's be real. He is the king of finals. The Drog turns into an animal every final. Do you think Madrid would take a loan from Mbappe? No chance, bro. No chance. They'll ride that out. People are getting carried away with this Mbappe thing. Like, Real Madrid boo players. They're angry at the fact they're not winning trophies. So they're going to blame somebody. It's him at the moment. They're not going to get rid of him, man. He's a Galactico. João Pedro could be in. He's up against Kuzanov, though. He's got a lot of pace. João Pedro. Kuzanov does well to delay him. Still Pedro. Oh, he slips over. Could have rolled it back. And what a waste. Curtis, what would you take? Would you take Vinny for Saka and Martinelli? Oh, I mean, I love Vinny. I wouldn't want to let Saka go, man. You got to add him to Saka. I get rid of him for Martinelli and Trossard. Am I still far behind? Surely not. I changed channel. Let me just make sure it hasn't caught up on the other channel, because some of you are still saying you're seeing things before me. 21:48 on that channel. That one's about 20 seconds behind. So that one's at 22, and this one's at... No, I should be live. I should definitely be live. I think I'm watching it on HD. Does it slow it down or something? I don't know. Mbappe to Arsenal, discuss. I don't think there is any discussion, bro. Arteta wouldn't manage him. His wages are too high. Would I take him? I would. I'm not in this category of, oh, I wouldn't take him. He'd smash up the changing rooms. No, I'd take him. I would take him. I think Vinicius is more realistic. I think we could get him. I don't think Mbappe's going anywhere. Would you take Rafinha all day long? He's a baller, he is. He's improved massively at Barca, but I don't think he would leave either. I try and get in the gym, 3 or 4 times a week. What is that? Yo, Haaland there. I don't know if Haaland crossed that or he shot. Why are Chelsea trying to play out like that? You're not that team, man. You are not that team. Come on, we need a goal. The game's boring. We could do a Chelsea scoring first, really. Then City will have to spit. Oh, my days. Look at the state of that. Straight through to Trafford. Heard about Oba getting banned for spraying a fire extinguisher at the staff. Yep, I heard about it. That is... Aubameyang's going on like Balotelli, man. What's going on with him? I don't know what's going on. He was dropped from the squad after spraying sporting director with a fire extinguisher. Bob was in charge of enforcing the curfew at the training ground. He, his bed, and all his personal belongings were covered. He's now been excluded. I wonder if it was like a serious argument or whether it was a joke that went too far. I don't really know. Including Timber's brother was involved as well. Wow. Typical Oba. Listen, man, you know me, I'm information and entertainment. I like that kind of... It's not right, though, of course. Mbappe is telling man to disregard the coach and not give a guard of honor. You okay with that? Yeah. No, listen, man. I mean, he's probably looking at Arbeloa going, lads, don't listen to this scrub. Do you know what I mean? Or Xabi Alonso is going... That was actually crazy. Xabi Alonso is telling the players, come over here, guard of honor. And Mbappe's going, lads, come on. Don't listen to this guy. He's getting sacked tomorrow anyway. It is mad, the amount of power that Mbappe's got, but it won't work. Real Madrid is bigger than him. Oba is like a forever child. Thank God we got rid of him early. I know, but I'll always have that respect for Oba. You know what I mean? I'm not supporting any team, bro. I want extra time and penalties and fatigue. I think if I had to pick, I'd rather Man City lost. I'm not even going to say I want a team to win. I want a team to lose. But yeah, this is not a great game. There's Trafford on the ball for City. Chelsea's starting to get up the pitch a little bit, though. They are pressing. And they've won the ball back there. I want City to have a stressful game. So I do want Chelsea to score. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Tries to play the through ball to Pedro. It gets blocked. City win it back. That's a foul. Free kick to City in their own half. Mbappe would make Arteta the cone man again. Listen, Mbappe is an unbelievable player, but clearly there is a slight problem. I would go and get Vinicius, honestly. I don't think his attitude is... City are in. City have scored. Flag's gone up. Offside. Rather the game get postponed. This is a boring game, isn't it? Was he offside? Semenyo rolled it into Nunes. He looked off. Yeah, he's miles off. About 2 yards off. Oh, but yeah, he should have sprayed Arteta, mate, with the fire extinguisher before he left. Yeah, offside. About a yard off. Bigger rat, Enzo or Bernardo? Oh, mate, they've both been in racial scandals as well, so they're both pretty disgusting. I don't like any of them. I don't like none of them. I suppose at least Bernardo Silva's actually a top player. I think Enzo Fernandez is overrated. I don't know, 100, 110, 115 million? Crazy. Do you watch rugby league? Not really, bro. I'll be honest. I don't really watch rugby like that. I do like Rebels. Yeah, because I was a bit of a rebel. So, you know. Chelsea manager looks like he works for the council. Bro, he was like a coach at a semi-professional club. He was a coach at a semi-pro club. And then he got into like youth team coaching. I think he went to Man City and then ended up at Chelsea, ended up in the first team. Yeah, Bernardo, remember he had that thing where he said about Mendy, the left back. He made like a racial slur. He made out it was a joke. But it was a few years ago. Mendy, the left back, was there. Look, Bernardo Silva was banned for 1 game for a racially offensive tweet to teammate Benjamin Mendy. November 2019. Enzo's mad overrated, bro. He's not a bad player, but come on, 100 million. Oh, Doku's just... Yo, Doku's snatching chains, people. I think he megged the first guy. The second one, he knocked it round him. Enzo sang a racist song about the French national team, about immigration, when they won the World Cup. South London said, he's from my area, Croydon, the Chelsea coach. Yeah, man, big up. He's done well, man. I'm happy for him to get this kind of opportunity. Hey, Doku just nutmegged Cole Palmer and then tried to nutmeg Enzo. Oof. Enzo on Bernardo, by the way. Good tackle by Enzo on Doku. And then goes in. He's lucky he doesn't make proper contact with Bernardo there. That could have been a check. Yellow card for Enzo. Signed Szoboszlai and Kvara. I don't think Liverpool would sell Szoboszlai. He's been their best player with Van Dijk. Is it true Timber's in training? He's training by himself. So until they're back in training with the group, it's hard to sort of think that he's back. Doku, yeah, megged Cole Palmer. Man are calling him Pole Karma now because they say, you know what I mean? Man's lost his swag. If he had swag, he was a good player. Haaland, gives away. Good hold up, but the layoff wasn't good. What Chelsea have done well here, by the way, is I think this manager's right. He's gone to a back 5. It's given him a bit more solidarity. They've been too easy to play against. Do you know what I mean? So he's thinking, look, can't defend. Turn up with a back 5. Yeah, Griezmann's had racial incidents as well, man, which I didn't actually know about until the community made me aware of it. Thoughts on the Caribbean being like the West Indies for the World Cup? Yeah, I spoke about that the other week. the Caribbean islands are small, so it's difficult to compete trying to qualify for World Cups and things like that. And then you've got players with Jamaican heritage that will play for England. So do you bring them together and make a West Indies national team? But then you've got so many players that will be left out. I don't think they will do it personally, but it would enable qualification. But I just think there's too many players that wouldn't be able to play in national tournaments. João Pedro's down holding his thigh. Looks like he's got a knock. They don't want him coming off because Liam Delap is a big downgrade, man. Big up to everyone locked in. Over 2,000 of you locked in. Really appreciate the support. As always, game is a bit of a snore fest at the moment. I can't lie. Pedro is limping quite gingerly there. I think Delap was a really poor signing for them. Noel Gallagher in the stadium, Man City fan. I haven't watched the Vardy documentary. I was watching the Ronaldinho one, but I am going to watch the Vardy one. What a story, man. Man came from semi-pro football and... Oh, Palmer does well there. Skips past two. Cole Palmer, 25 yards out. Oh, he's overran it. And the ball gets away from him and it's cleared. The former Manchester City player. And now they can break. Semenyo skips inside Cucurella and he's fouled. And that could be a yellow for Cucurella. I tell you what, there's some proper rats on the pitch, isn't there? Cucurella, Bernardo, Enzo. Semenyo gets a kick on the shin and yellow card to Cucurella, which he'll be loving that because he'll run at him. Did you get the new Arsenal top? Nah, I didn't, man. I'll be honest, I went and looked at it, but it didn't capture me, man. People keep saying, oh, if you win the league, you'll buy it, you'll get hyped. I'm not writing it off. It's not terrible, but it was next to this season's shirt as well in the shop. And I looked at it and I just went, I like this season's shirt more. I like the round neck. Yeah, man, I'm not feeling that new kit. Sometimes I get caught in the hype, people, you know. We win a trophy, I might go crazy, but... Yeah, the Rat Cup final, Master Splinter. Here's Semenyo up against Cucurella. Cuts inside him. Look at that shot. That shot is the reason I didn't want Semenyo at Arsenal. And I'm not writing him off. He puts up numbers, but look at that. Can you imagine how I would be going on streams? Look at the techers. Cuts inside him. He's put it out for a throw-in. How do you put that ball out for a throw-in? How can your technique be that wild? And this ain't me saying Semenyo's a bad player, by the way. He's got 17 goals this season in all comps. But that Tekers is mental. Doku's going on mad, although he lost the ball. That Tekers is mad. I don't know. I don't think you could put that out for a throw-in if you tried. You're aiming at the goal there and you slice it out for a throw-in. The oil money final, people. Petrol station final. Cole loves the new top. Some people do. I've seen a few people saying it. Yeah, do you know what? The third kit looks slightly different to the leaked pictures that I've seen. It does look very much like the kit from a few years ago. The light yellow. I think people are now selling it. And it looks very much like that old kit. You don't like any of the kits from this season. You always need to see them, don't you? Big up views, man. He said, love Big C. Big up yourself, bro. Appreciate you locked in, man. He came through at Chelsea, didn't he, Semenyo? City in possession, Cousin off. Poor pass. Chelsea got a chance here, I'm telling you. City don't look quite right against this. Maybe the system, they're finding it difficult. So, yeah, the new kit. It looks very similar to that kit from a few years ago. Honestly, Adidas, I think they're just getting lazy. They can't be bothered to make us a kit. They go, just make it like the kit from a few years ago. The leaks that I saw before, it looked a lighter yellow, a bit more of a greeny yellow. But this kind of does look very similar to that one we had a few years ago. When, I think, was it Pepe's last season or the one before? I'm ready to go back to Nike, people, man. I'm telling you. I'm ready to go back to Nike. I think Adidas are just getting lazy, man. I'm telling you. They probably spend all their time designing Real Madrid's kit, and then they just go, you got time to quickly make this Arsenal kit? Yeah, just, you know, the one from 4 years ago. Just give them that again. Put a bit of red on it. And then this is the away kit. I don't mind that kit. I'm just not a big fan of this yellow and red stripe on the sleeve. I don't know what they're doing with that. I don't mind the blue and yellow. But we'll see. We'll see when they come out. Let's win the league first. You know what I mean? Free kick to Chelsea on the edge of their own penalty area. Nike's doing horribly. And Nike not putting out good kits either. Get it off my screen, disgusting. I think the away kit's all right. I just don't like them stripes on it. I don't know what they're doing with that. Nike have had some howlers. I like the total 90 kit that they did for Chelsea, though, the black one. I got to be honest, I thought that was decent. We need the gold and maroon, definitely, man. I showed it yesterday on stream, man. If I worked for Adidas and I saw someone make this as a concept kit, I'd just be like, yeah, I'm going to message this guy and pay him. Look at this kit. Can you imagine if this was our home kit next season? Look at that. That's a masterpiece. To make it perfect, make it a round neck, but obviously the collar would be in respect to the one that we had at Highbury, the maroon one. So I wouldn't even mind it. That kit would sell out in 2 hours. You wouldn't be able to keep that on the shelves. What? Just make that and I'll be very happy. Not this madness they're doing. Ball whipped in. Across goal. Oh, looking for Palmer. It's cleared by Gahey. This would be incredible. People saying the goalkeeper kit's better than the home kit. Even the goal kit, they've had some decent kits the last couple of years, man. They had that black one with the white stripes. They had the yellow one with the little, like, red pattern. Well, not Puma. Puma was the worst. I'll go Nike first, Adidas second, Puma third in terms of sponsors. Oh, yeah, maybe that's a good point, actually. Maybe Adidas, I'm sure they could still design one slightly different. I know Nike made it, the original one, but they could still make it and make it look different. Nike only, apart from PSG, Nike is trash. I haven't really kept an eye on them, to be honest. Give us the Jordan collab like PSG. That would be good, to be fair. That would be good. Chelsea in possession, 7 minutes to half time. Pretty boring game so far. I mean, from an Arsenal point of view, I don't mind. I mean, City are not really having it their own way. Yo, that's good pace by Gusto there. Outpaces Gahey. Keeps it in. Chelsea got a chance, man. Reece James rolls it into Palmer. Palmer back. Oh, it's not a great cross. Why does he put that in the air? Goes over Cucurella, but he keeps it in. He should have drilled that across. I'm telling you now, Chelsea got an opportunity to beat City. City are not having it their own way. Cucurella is on a yellow card, though, up against Semenyo, which will make life difficult. Brian, he said, after I admit Big C, I've ordered the home kit. Bro, honestly, don't feel no way about it. Like, I've got friends who were messaging me yesterday going, yo, I've bought the new kit. I said, calm, I'm just not a big fan of it. I don't think it's a bad kit. It hasn't done enough to make me think I want to buy it. I prefer this season's. Fair to say we ain't replaced Cazorla. Zubi fails. Cazorla's difficult to replace, man. How many players can do what he can do technically? He's outstanding. Here's Cole Palmer, right-hand side, up against Rodri. Good ball in, headed over by Bernardo Silva. Corner to Chelsea. Nice, said Big C will get the home kit when we win the league. Well, if we win the league, I might be a little bit vulnerable to merch, but I've seen some training kit that's coming out, so I might wait for that. Corner to Chelsea, 6 minutes till half-time. Yayo confirmed on the podcast that they will be making a comeback. Yeah, the Reebok G-Unit sneakers are coming out. 50 done a video saying he can't tell Yayo anything. I saw that. It's one of them, innit? Like, they were banging in 2005 or whenever, 2003. Are they going to look that good now? I don't know. Cucurella volleys it back in, headed away by Haaland. I don't think I've ever wore Reeboks since wearing the G Unit sneakers. Do you know what I mean? If they look the same as the old ones, I might cop them for nostalgia. The white ones for the summer, because what I do remember, they were super comfortable. They were super comfortable. Just as a hip hop fan, I might cop a pair of them. People saying Nike are not making good kits. Adidas make better ones. Yeah, I'll have a look actually. I don't really know who do Nike sponsor nowadays. Puma sponsor Man City, Adidas Man United. A Liverpool with Nike? I actually don't know. A Liverpool sponsored by Nike, or are they with Adidas? I thought they went back to Adidas. Oh, they're with Adidas as well. So yeah, that says a lot, really, don't it? They're not even sponsoring most of the big clubs. Arsenal, Man United, are Chelsea the only sort of big club with Nike in the Premier League? Oh, Tottenham are with them. I said big club. You know what I mean? I had a white pair of G-Unit Reeboks that looked like Jordan 4s. Yeah, they brought out like a higher top version as well. I had the low ones. Mamouche will be subbed off soon. Yeah, Cherky will come on for him. Mamouche ain't that good, you know. Like, he's all right, but he's not like... Obviously, as a backup striker, he is good. This is half a chance. Oh, what a block by Gahey. Palmer could have been one-on-one. Chelsea are doing well, man. Did you rate Rosicki? Yeah, baller. Absolute baller. Tekers was a joke. If Chelsea win the FA Cup, it solidifies the whole we are bottlers in the final. With our players, we can't beat City to win a League Cup, but Chelsea does the business. Yeah, I get that. I get that, but we'll have to, if we win the league. Cup finals are very different, aren't they? They're about seizing the moment, tactics. Can you turn up on the day? At the moment, we have not shown an ability to turn up in a final since the FA Cup final when Obbo won it. And maybe that's why Arteta's more suited to winning a league title, because we're just not great in finals. Hopefully it changes in the Champions League final. Phil said, Big C, I tweeted my round neck design. I tagged you. I'll have a look, bro, at half time. It's Haaland. Oh, saved. Pace there was outstanding from Haaland. Goes out for a corner to City. Manchester City. I'm looking for it now, bro. When did you tag me? Or did you put it in a reply to a tweet that I've put? I can't see it. I'll have a look at half time properly. Big up to you, Phil. Here comes City. Doku rolls it to Bernardo. Back post. Oh, he overhits the cross. Great footwork by Doku. Here's Semenyo. Up against Reece James. Reece James gets a little touch on the ball. Force back. Doku is... You've got to double up on him right now. He's ferocious. Daily Dusan is back, apparently. Big up to Dynamite, who tagged me. Arsenal, one of a number of clubs monitoring Dusan Vlahovic, who is a free transfer this summer. Do-do-do. Daily Dusan. They'd probably sign him. Get rid of Jesus, take Vlahovic on a free. That'd suit Arsenal down to the ground, wouldn't it? Here is Robert Sanchez rocking the Peter Cech helmet. I'm assuming, yeah, apparently he got injured in the collision with Gibbs White. Gibbs White got absolutely wrote off, didn't he? Vlahovic rumours. Well, the thing is, he's a free agent, so he will actually get a good move, I would imagine. Anybody who needs a backup striker or a decent striker, they're going to look at Dusan on a free. I don't think he's that good. I never thought he was that good. Start, bench or sell. Hazard, Sanchez, Robin. Aye, that's tough. That is so tough, man, because I love Alexis Sanchez, what he did at Arsenal. He was such a dog. He had that Doku heavy touch. Goes out for a throw and he has to clip it out. Man said Gibbs White is now a Cat C. That is mental. Hazard, Robin, Sanchez. Oh, start, bench, sell. Wow. Do you know what? This might be controversial. I might put Alexis Sanchez as the starter because he did it at Arsenal, he did it at Barcelona, he's done it in Italy, he's won the Copa America, he's done it everywhere. It's so difficult because Hazard's unbelievable. I love Hazard. And Robben was incredible. João Pedro does well. João Pedro looking for a penalty. That's never a penalty. It's good defending. He showed a good bit of pace there. It's so hard to choose them because Hazard is unbelievable as well. Hazard and Sanchez were incredible in the Premier League. Robben probably did his best work at Bayern Munich. So I don't know. I find it so difficult to name any of them. That's not a penalty, by the way. Kuzanov blocks Pedro, but I don't think that's a foul. Defenders are entitled to do that. George said, learn, Mikel. Man City are playing backup goalkeeper. Chelsea, we ain't. Yeah, that's a good point. Jeremy, all this Doku hype, he's pocketed by Gusto today. He's been dangerous. End product hasn't really been... But they're doubling up on him at times, which is what you've got to do. Yeah, no penalty. Definitely not a penalty. It's not even a foul. It's not even a foul. They're hyping up Bayern Munich. 120 goals scored in all comps this year, bro. They didn't do anything in the champs. Got dealt with by PSG. Robben was so good, man. You knew what he was going to do. You couldn't stop it. Here come Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez. Enzo and Cucurella are on yellow cards for Chelsea. I bet City haven't got one booking, have they? They seem to have referees in their pocket when it comes to yellow cards. No City players booked. 2 minutes added on, 30 seconds, sorry, till half time. Wits, yeah, I did have the pleasure of playing against Lee Trundle. He was playing for Bristol City. I played against him. He's up there as one of the best players I've ever played against. An absolute maverick of a footballer. Left-footed. He was just a streets won't forget player of like the Championship and the lower leagues. He was shooting from the halfway line, nutmegging people. He was a joke. Unbelievable. Half-time whistle's going to go. There you go, half-time. What a boring first half. Absolute snorefest of a game. I shouldn't be surprised. We'll have a chat at half-time, people. Big up to everyone locked in. Community, you're carrying me through this one. 0-0, boring game. J. Pave, Curtis, do you think Saliba is trying to leave once he wins trophies? I think he'll stay, bro. I think he's here for a few more years. I think he will eventually go PSG or Real, but I think he's here for the foreseeable, which is what matters. Ribery was a top player as well. Ribery was a top player. What a boring first half, man. Listen, I'll be honest, Chelsea can beat City. They're frustrating them a little bit. They're playing with a back five. City have had 60% possession. Chelsea haven't actually had a shot on target, but they have had a couple shots off target. The Sharks aren't in the water, man. Yeah, we're what are we, the orca? I think orcas are more dangerous, they say, in the water than a shark. Not to a human, but you know. Yeah, man, congrats to Celtic, champions of Scotland again. The three Arsenal players, although I don't think Oxlade-Chamberlain came on. But I know Trusty and Kieran both started. Saliba loves Arsenal, jumped into the crowd when Trossard scored. He's hyped, bro. He loves Arsenal. You got to remember he was a boyhood Arsenal fan. You know, he said it. He showed the pictures. He loves Arsenal. He loved Henry. So... Start, bench, sell, Nasri, Haleb, Rosicky. I would start Nasri. I know Arsenal fans hate him, but I think he was incredible. I'd bench Rosicky. I'd sell Haleb. What would you go for, guys, out of that? Put your personal dislike for Nasri aside. Nasri was doing things in an Arsenal shirt the other two weren't doing, in my opinion. And Rosicky I put slightly ahead of Haleb. Haleb was a great dribbler, but I'll go Nasri, Rosicky, Haleb. Remember that goal Nasri scored? I think, was it Porto at home when he dribbled past about 4 or 5 players? I was devastated when he left, man, because I thought he could go central and replace Fabregas when Fabregas left, but he went as well. Big up the C unit. Which one would you pick to win to benefit us? I think Chelsea winning benefits us more because I think Pep would have a little bit of head loss. Like, they've got a manager in charge that was a semi-professional coach a couple of years ago. It'd be a bit embarrassing losing in an FA Cup final to a guy that's not even been a manager. Big up Shane Allen TV. He said, start Rosicky, bench Haleb, sell Nasri. That has to be an opinion filled with emotion. Because there's no way that Haleb and Rosicky are better than Nasri. Not a chance. I know Arsenal fans hate Nasri, but if we're talking purely as a player, he's top player. Listen, I'm with you. Like, I do not want Chelsea winning any kind of game. I don't want Chelsea winning a trophy, but I'm thinking long term, what's going to benefit Arsenal better? Do I want Man City kicking off at Bournemouth on Tuesday night with a domestic double under their belts? Confidence levels will be high. They could just turn Bournemouth over. Then we got to go to the final game of the season. I don't like Chelsea, but I'm thinking for the greater good of Arsenal. City losing at Wembley, I think that works better for us. Look at it more as City losing rather than Chelsea winning. You know, that's how I'm looking at it, you know. But it would get Chelsea in Europe next season. I don't think they will make Europe if they don't win this. I don't think they'll even make the top 7. Did you watch Liverpool Villa? I turned it on after I missed about the first 10, 15 minutes. I wasn't like watching it. It was background noise. I watched a bit. I was having dinner and stuff. But Liverpool are lucky that they're probably still going to make the Champions League, which kind of shows how poor the league's been. I think for the last 2 years, the Premier League's been a very poor standard. But them getting Champions League football rescues them, because having played the way they've played, they shouldn't even be in the Champions League, but they will be. Oh, Salah's gone crazy. We've got a bomber from Mo Salah. He's not happy. And he's calling out. He might as well, bro, because Slot's treating him like a nobody. So just go out swinging and dissing that fraud, you know what I mean? Mo Salah has dropped a bomber. Let's react to it together. I haven't read it. You guys have just let me know in the chat, so big up to you. Mo Salah said, I have witnessed this club go from doubters to believers, and from believers to champions. It took hard work, and I always did everything I could to help the club get there. Nothing makes me prouder than that. Us crumbling to yet another defeat was very painful and not what our fans deserve. I want to see Liverpool go back to being the heavy metal attacking football that opponents fear, and back to being a team that wins trophies. That is the football I know how to play, and that is the identity that needs to be recovered and kept for good. It cannot be negotiable, and everyone that joins this club should adapt to it. Winning some games here and there is not what Liverpool should be about. All teams win games. Liverpool will always be a club that means a great deal to me and to my family. I want to see it succeed for long after I have moved on. As I've always said, qualifying for next season's Champions League is the bare minimum, and I will do everything I can to make it happen. Slot out! Slot out! Arnie Slot, we want you to stay. We want you. That is the polite way of saying this fraud of a manager has ruined everything that Klopp built. I'll help you get Champions League football, but make sure you guys know who the bad guy is. Listen, I'm going to be honest, people. I'm not one of these fans who everything's got to toe the line and everything's got to be correct. I like this. He's calling out the manager. He's doing it in a polite way. He's basically saying that fraud of a manager's ruined the club. No problem with that, man. I don't mind it. People have to start talking. He stood on business, bro. He's leaving Liverpool as an absolute icon of a player. And you've got a manager that, listen, he won one title, which is great, but he's not good enough for Liverpool. And I'm saying that out of respect for Liverpool rather than disrespect. That manager is not good enough to be a Liverpool manager. He's average. You can win a title and not be a great manager. Let's be real, Salah probably won them the title last year. He scored 28 goals. They got to get rid of Slot. No, keep Slot. 4-year deal, please, keep him. They've got to go for Xabi Alonso. Listen, I don't know how good Xabi Alonso is. He struggled at Madrid, but he did a great job at Leverkusen. He plays good football. He communicates well. He'll connect to the fans straight away because he's an ex-player. I don't think Luis Enrique is going to leave, so there's not going to be many top managers on the market. Liverpool got to get rid of Slot, I can't lie. Salah should deal with it in the dressing room, but sometimes I know there'll be ex-players and that will say that, like, no, Mo should have kept that quiet. But bro, he's got one game left for Liverpool. He feels more connection and respect to the fans than he does that manager. So why not call the guy out? Do you know what I'm saying? Call him out. And Slot's calling out Salah and benching him and treating him like a scrub. Fabio Vieira scored for Hamburg. Are we finally going to be able to get rid of that guy? Every year, Fabio Vieira turns up in pre-season with Reece Nelson and Lokonga. Lokonga's actually agreed to join Hamburg anyway. Why is everyone acting like Xabi is mid? I think the Real Madrid stint made people sort of look at him and think, did it just work at a club where everything suited you? Or is Real Madrid just that broken that it was always going to be difficult for anybody to go in there? I don't know. Big up Pierre, man, who said, big up Big C in the community. This game got me nodding off. Biscuit talk incoming, bro. That first 45 minutes was horrendous. It was absolutely horrendous. However, it's a good 45 minutes for Chelsea. A lot of people tipped them to get battered. I thought it would be a close win for City, but I'm telling you, Chelsea can beat City if they take their chance. They probably won't have as many chances as City, but they're playing all right. Didn't Nasri go to an Arsenal player's house on badness? So the story is, and I know this for a fact because I've got a friend who was at Arsenal at the time. He just came through the youth team and he was training with the first team. Basically, William Gallas was captain of Arsenal. He was seen to have a lot of power on the training ground. Nasri hadn't been at the club for that long. They had a big argument on the training ground and Gallas kind of battered Nasri up in front of the players. Nasri was quiet, young, just come to the club. Gallas had been in this country for a while, had a lot of confidence, a lot of ego. He was the captain. So he battered up Nasri on the training ground. And the story is that Nasri turned up at Gallas' house with some of his G's, and said, yo, what are you saying now? You know what I mean? And apparently Gallas didn't want the smoke. And then apparently they never spoke after that. So, I'm not condoning that kind of behavior, but sometimes players have to understand, because players sometimes think they can say anything on a training ground, on a football pitch. It's never going to lead to anything. What? You think you can speak to me like that? Yeah, all right, cool. I know your address. I'm going to turn up there. So again, man, I rate it. I rate it, people. Such a boring game. Can't wait for Monday's going to be crazy. It's funny, isn't it? Who would have thought a game against Burnley would be so like, I don't know, it just feels like a huge game. I think we'll win, but there's just so much riding on it. Nasri thought he was game at Hot 97 with 50. You know what I mean? He's going on mad, bro. Have you seen how Sterling's career is going at Feyenoord? Is he struggling? Honestly, I'll be honest, I haven't really kept up to date with anything to do with Raheem. I mean, the stats don't look good. Seven games, no goals, 1 assist. Yeah, I mean, do you know what I always said with Raheem Sterling, right? And I've said this so many times. Sterling was playing first team football at 16 at Liverpool. He's now 31. 31, nowadays, you would still have years left as a player. You'd still be able to play for, at least 3 or 4 years, you would think. Sterling's been a pro for 15 years in the Premier League. Obviously, he's now in Holland. He's probably like a 37-year-old with his game being built on speed and things like. Sterling was really good at Liverpool. He was really good at City. And then at Chelsea and Arsenal, it got worse and worse and worse. 15 years at the top level, man. You know, he probably peaked early. And then now he's not that player. He needs to just go Saudi and get the bag, bro. While Sterling's still a bit of a name and got reputation, get that 3-year deal in Saudi and get the bag. I don't know why the guy went to Holland. Turkey is on, people. I'm assuming Mamouche could be off. Didn't Nazar? Yeah, we read that one. Big up to you, Santos. And TT High 25 is a new member. Big up your damn self. Sterling's lost his pace. Yeah, Van Persie as his manager as well. Crazy work, man. Crazy work. Sterling's had a very good career, man. I don't think he gets the respect he deserves, really. I think when you play for multiple big clubs, no club really claims you as their own. It's like Nicolas Anelka. He played for so many top teams that nobody really views him as their ex-player. I've always said Nicolas Anelka is one of my favourite Arsenal strikers of all time, by the way. He's an incredible striker. But because he played for Liverpool and City and Chelsea and Bolton, he's just like, no one claims him as their ex-player. And I think the same with Raheem Sterling. Liverpool fans don't like him because he went City when he was young. City fans don't really care about him that much. Chelsea fans don't. We don't care about him. So he's just not that loved by any club, which is a shame for him. Turkey on. Did you ever come across Naki Wells? Yeah, I did. Came through. Didn't he? He's from the Caribbean, and he Naki Wells. I'm sure he played for like. Yeah, Bermuda. There we go. Yeah. Naki Wells. Old school, man. Old school. I played against a lot of these like lower league players. Who does he play for? Oh, he's at Luton Town. I didn't think he was still even at that sort of level. 35 years of age, yeah. Bermudan international. Them old school players, man. OGs from like the lower leagues. Rapid. Turkey's on. I haven't seen who's come off. I'm assuming it was Mamouche. Because that was not working. Has Mamouche come off? Who came off, people? You guys have got the commentary turned up. I didn't hear it. Yaboa, yeah, crossbarring in Leeds United, man. My uncle's a big Leeds United fan, so I always saw like Yaboa and Harry Kewell and Hasselbank and Viduka. Leeds had some good teams over the years, man. Turkey is on, 7 is off, and 7 is Mamouche, right? Curtis, how do you think Coventry will do in the Prem? It's difficult to say. I'll be honest with you, man. Yeah, I don't know. I hope they stay up. They're Premier League heritage, man. I like Premier League heritage teams staying up. Coventry back in the day, Gordon Strachan, Darren Huckabee, Dion Dublin, Agrizovic. You know what I mean? Coventry was it Highfield Road back in the day? Williams, the centre-back with a bald head. Robbie Keane. They were proper Premier League days, man. Premier League days, late 90s. But I hope they do stay up. But it's hard, isn't it? It's hard. Like I said the other day, Burnley, they come up, they don't even try and stay up. But I hope Coventry do go for it. Second half underway, people. Yeah, I'll take extra time, man. City won't want extra time. Straight back to, hopefully it's a better game, man. The first half was dreadful. So overhyped, Cherky. I don't care. He's flashy, not much end product. I like Cherky, man. He is a bit of a show-off, but there aren't many of those players in the game, so I'm not going to complain. He's got 12 assists, 14 assists all comps, and he's got 10 goals. 10 goals, 14 assists. 22 years of age. It's a good season, man. Can't lie. Considering he doesn't start every week. Jermaine Beckford, yeah, he had a good career, man. After come through at Wealdstone, had a good Premier League career. Everton, Leeds. Cherky's 22, looks 32. He's a baller, man. He is good. I'm a fan of him. There's not many players that play like that anymore, so you do have to almost appreciate it when they do play like that. He is cocky, yeah, but he knows he's good, right? Listen, if they're going to bore us, yeah, go to penalties. Start bench sell, Pirlo, Xavi, Modric. Oh, it's a horrible question, man. I can't stand those questions. Here's O'Reilly left-hand side. Stands it up. Oh, Semenyo heads it over. What a leap. What a leap. Heads it over from inside the 6-yard box. Good ball in by Nico O'Reilly. What a jump by Semenyo. Doku into Cherky. Rolls it into O'Reilly. Good first touch. Lovely cross. What a jump. Oh, he'll be disappointed he hasn't scored that. Start bench sell. Yeah, I don't know who I would. I think Xavi's the number one out of those three. Xavi's just a boss, man. He sees the game different. Maybe Modric on the bench. So, I love Pirlo, though. His style's amazing. But, I don't know. I'll put Xavi first. So I find it so difficult because I'm a fan of all of them. How come, I said, how come you're not... Bro, come on, man. Just cool now, man. You know what I'm saying? Relax yourself, bro. Dean Ashton was good. Very good. If it weren't for injuries, he could have had a really good career. He had a great first touch. Can Bournemouth beat City? They can. But they can also lose. That's what makes it so enticing. Free kick to Chelsea. Nunes fouls Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, do you know what it is? Pirlo, because AC Milan were my favourite team in Italy. So Pirlo's a player that I thought he was so good. So I don't know. Would I sell Pirlo or Modric? I know Modric won. Didn't Modric win Player of the Year or whatever, or Ballon d'Or? But I don't know. Maybe Pirlo's on the bench. But then how do you sell Modric? It's a tough one. Yeah, sell Modric. He played for Tottenham. Just joking. Seen too many. Oh, okay, yeah, I knew you was joking, Arda. Big up, though. Big up to you, bro. London's crazy today. You've got a march. You've got the FA Cup final. There's all sorts going on. See, what's the best footballer you've seen from Jamaica? Well, are we talking who played for Jamaica? Or are we talking with Jamaican background? Because it's a different answer, right? Who's the best player that played for Jamaica? That's a tough one, really. It's definitely not Leon Bailey, because that brother don't turn up for Jamaica. The player I would have loved to have seen play for Jamaica, if you're talking about his roots, he's in the studio today if you're watching on BBC, and that's Daniel Sturridge. I think Daniel Sturridge at Liverpool was unbelievable before the injuries. He was incredible. He was absolutely incredible. If he didn't have that hamstring injury, I think Daniel Sturridge would have been a world-class striker. Technically so good. Ricardo Fuller's one of the best. You know, I trained with them, actually, and this guy used to train in diamond earrings. Bibby Gardner's probably the highest rated because of his consistency with the national team, and he played in the Prem for a long time. And then, yeah, some of the OGs, Robbie Earle, Walter Boyd, you know what I mean? Shorty Malcolm, yeah. Tapper, Theodore Whitmore, you know what I mean? But I would have loved to have seen Sturridge. Jermaine Johnson, bro, I was rolling with these guys when I was in Kingston, bro. Claude Davis, Jermaine Johnson, Ricardo Fuller. We're going out clubbing with these guys in Kingston, man. Bro, I got stories to tell, man. In Asylum, I wasn't even old enough to be in it. And Claude Davis was driving the Hummer in Kingston. It was madness, man. Crazy work, man. Stay Gold, hey Curtis, why can't I buy memberships? Hope you and the family are doing well, bro. I've got no idea. Usually it should just be there, but if it's not, then I don't know why it's not, bro. I don't know why it's not. Dion Burton, yeah, he coaches the Jamaica under, I don't know what age group it is, but he coaches. He coaches one of the youth teams. Yeah, Ian Goodison as well. Cool guy. I think he rolls with Usain Bolt and Bibby Goodison. Bro, I was in the trenches, bro. Asylum, 5 a.m. with Claude Davis and Jermaine Johnson and Ricardo Fuller. It was serious. But good memories, man. Sturridge was mad, bro, at Liverpool. Sturridge, Sterling, Suarez, front three was unbelievable. Gardner was a baller. Yeah, his son plays. I think his son's a pro in England. I think his son's a pro. Oh, Curtis, you taking Lewandowski? Nah. Not now, bro. If you're taking Lewandowski, you're just taking him because of his name. Of course, he's still got the ability to finish, but he's injury prone. He's old. He'll want big wages. Let him go Saudi and get the bag, man. I don't want Lewandowski. Pass up. Yo, crazy, man. Bobby Reed, yeah, he's not bad. Yeah, he's not bad. These new school players for Jamaica, none of them really. I thought Antonio was good, but nah, man. Jamaica, crazy. They're all over the place. Is Doku. Skips Palmer, drops him to the floor. Now he's up against Gusto. Palmer says he dived. I thought he was going to give a free kick edge of the box. Doku's a problem, man. I'm telling you. You got to double up on him. This is why you're Curtis with a K selling Pirlo. I changed my mind, Aryan. I apologise. I'm selling Modric. Pirlo had too much class. Jermaine said, Big C, did you have cane rose when you were a youth? No, I had short hair, bro. Short hair. I changed. I had plaits. I had cane rose, then I had short hair. Back in the day when I was young, flat top, you know what I'm saying? Will Smith settings when I was a young kid. I even had the little parting. But yeah, I've had bare hairstyles, bro. Gusto, that is a terrible cross. Oh, no. Some of these questions, they can't be answered, man. Start, bench, sell, Ian Wright, Henry and Aubameyang. That's horrible. You'd have to start Thierry, you'd have to bench Ian Wright, and you'd have to sell Aubameyang. You got no choice, right? You got no choice. Empty seats, bro. It's crazy. Look at City the other day when they were playing. Who did they play the other day? City, Palace. I saw loads of empty seats, man. Fresh Prince of Nottingham. I'm telling you, bro. Crazy work. The high top. What is Trafford doing there? Nearly scored an own goal. It's gone out for a corner anyway. That mosquito story you told us some time ago had me crying. Bro, I told you, man. When Jamaica got really Jamaican, I was like, boy, just a lizard on the wall. You know what I mean? They're telling me to go sleep. I said, no, you better change rooms. All I see is a few little house spiders and ants in England, bro. I can't. Yeah, Holgate, a lot of these players don't get picked. 21 quid for a ticket versus Palace. A lot of my friends are going in the Palace end. Ball whipped in for Chelsea. Oh, Trafford headed back in. Oh, cleared off the, well, kind of off the line. Cherky gets clattered by Caicedo. Referee gives a free kick. I got a feeling Chelsea could win this. You know when you're in England, right? But you've got Caribbean roots. You very much connect to those roots. So the music, the food, the culture, just all of it. And then you go Jamaica and you realise, yo, man's an English youth still. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? They call it, yeah, English boy, British boy, redskin youth. You know what I mean? I said, bro, there's a lizard on the wall. I said, just cool, no, man, just cool. I said, I can't cool down, bro. I need to change rooms. I can't sleep with that lizard looking at me. But yeah, big up, man. I'm due another trip to Jamaica, definitely. Oh, man. Naz Kendrick Prodigy. Start Naz. Bench Prodigy, sell Kendrick. For me, a lot of you won't agree with that, by the way. Naz is one of the greatest rappers of all time, so I have to put him first. Prodigy, like for me, New York hip hop, Mobb Deep, one of my favorite rap groups of all time. Even though I love Kendrick, I can't put him over Prodigy, bro. His voice, the flow is just unbelievable. So I put him second. Elvis said, I'm in Jamaica now. Yep. I'm due a trip, man. I haven't like planned my summer what I'm gonna do, but I will be traveling this summer. Prodigy spoke the truth. He was unbelievable. Cole said, mate, I'm from Jamaica. I don't like them lizards. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, I listen to Ice, man. It's average. Couple good tunes on there, but as an album, it's not amazing. Chris Greenacre, I think I'm sure he played for Mansfield before me, like, Yeah, before me. He's older than me. Dookie said it's the same in Pakistan, Curtis. They call you Western, and then in this country they tell you to go back to where you come from. I'm telling you, bro. That's it, innit? Over here, yo, go back, man. And you go back, and they're calling you a foreigner. You're like, yo, what's going on? The iShowSpeed Jamaica stream was mad. Yeah, that was good, man. It was good. I like the fact that he showed the island in a positive way like that, and the whole of the Caribbean. Free kick to Chelsea. 11 minutes gone. I've got a feeling they could nick this. Ball whipped in by Reece James. Headed away, edge of the box. Caicedo's appealing for a penalty. Never a penalty. Harto does well. They're appealing for handball. None of them are penalties. That's a corner to Chelsea. There is going to be a VAR check, though, for handball and for the foul. They'll be checking it now. Is his arm out? Nah, no way is that a penalty. Hits O'Reilly on the elbow. Never a pen. Lizards are harmless. Yeah, but you try sleeping with one above your head, bro. Yeah? That's a different conversation. You know what I'm saying? Nostradamus is a starter for sure. Come on. Corner to Chelsea. Big up Kamani, who says, big up from Jamaica. See, when you come to Jamaica, you're going to have a meal. Definitely got to do something. Definitely. I'll keep you all updated, man. I will keep you all updated when I'm travelling. Corner to Chelsea. Reece James to take it. Headed away at the near post. Comes back out to him. Need a better cross. Whips it into the back post. Header. And it goes wide. They just can't seem to create a decent chance. Goal kick to City, who are not playing great. J. Pave, Curtis, do you think our fans will invade the pitch at Selhurst? Probably. Probably. They usually try and stop it happening if it's away fans, but will they be able to stop them? Holgate, yeah, I think he plays in, I don't know if he's in Qatar or Saudi, but he's in that part of the world playing now. Bench keeps Shamak, Sanogo, and Ketia. I mean, that's horrendous, isn't it? Sanogo's probably the worst out the three, the French postman. But Eddie got the 14 shirt and 100 grand a week. Shamak's probably the better of the three, to be honest. Even though I didn't rate that greasy-haired striker. I go Shamak and Ketia, Sanogo, but they're all terrible. How would you rate Gyökeres first season? I'd say decent. And I saw Wayne Rooney talking about Gyökeres yesterday, and I thought he was bang on. He said he makes us harder to play against. Now, people don't respect that because we obviously want numbers, we want more goals, but I think we're a harder team to play against when Gyökeres is in it. He keeps defenders honest throughout. You can't switch off. And the last few games, like that Atletico game, he started bullying people, which is good. Every Arsenal ballot game I've won, we have lost. I've won the Burnley ballot, and so I'm going on Monday. Is this a selfish decision? I think we'll win, man. Iron said, start bench sell, Holding, Jenkinson, Chambers. I would start... Holding wasn't very good, but neither was Chambers. But at least Holding only cost 1.5. I didn't rate Chambers or Holding. I'll probably start Holding, bench Chambers, and sell Jenkinson. How Jenkinson ever played for Arsenal, I'll never know. RVP took his chain. Pirlo is not benching Modric. He was a problem at Tottenham. 3 Champions League wins. Took Croatia to a World Cup. He had more to his game. Ran non-stop. And yeah, it's tough. It is tough. If you look at careers, Modric had a better career than Pirlo. I suppose I'm letting the Tottenham bias get in the way that he played for Tottenham. Did Arsenal dodge a bullet not signing Isak? I still think he is a top player. He went to Liverpool too late in the window. He was never fit. And then he had the leg break. I would have still taken him. Big up Oliver says, big up Montserrat. If you know, you know. Bro, I got a few friends who played football for Montserrat, man. Big up to Montserrat. Kovacic is coming on. Antonio and Holgate are at Al Ghazi playing the same team in Qatar. Fair play, get the bag. Chambers better than Holding. I mean, the thing is, Chambers cost a bit of money. He wasn't bad. He didn't make as many mistakes as Holding. So it's fair. It is fair. Remember Hector Bellerin? Yeah, he's still at Real Betis. 29 minutes to go of the cup final. 0-0. Boring game. Bench keep Sel, Scalacci, Mustafi, Senderos. I'm keeping Senderos. Not just because he's a friend of the channel. The other two, I don't even want to put them anywhere. They're two of the worst defenders I've ever seen at Arsenal. Big up 48BA. Hello, Big C. First time commenting. Do you think Xabi Alonso to Chelsea can upgrade them to title contenders? I think it will take more than a year to get Chelsea to title contenders, but they're not a million miles off. They've got good players. They need a manager with a system. They probably need a centre-back. I think they need a goal scorer and a goalkeeper. And they're not a bad team. Still got Palmer, Caicedo. There's good players there, but I think Liverpool should get Xabi Alonso. Mustafi with the do-rag. Yeah, that's when you knew we were in trouble. 35 million centre-back. Diaby would have been so good. Saw Vieira talking about him the other day. Here's Cherky. Rolls it out to Doku. Palmer's got back straight away. City fans don't like Palmer, apparently, because he obviously admitted that he was a United fan as soon as he left City. Kept it quiet all them years and then said, yeah, Wayne Rooney's his favourite player and he's a United fan. And City fans kind of turned on him. Here is João Pedro, does well against Núñez. Good recovery by Núñez, though. Honestly, this Núñez is a very good right back, considering the guy is an attacking midfielder, man. He doesn't get spoken about. But he's good. Jermaine said, Curtis, before YouTube, did you used to rage watching Arsenal? I think it's impossible to be an Arsenal fan and not have raged over Arsenal when you think about some of the things we've done. I don't think anybody watches Arsenal as an Arsenal fan in a calm manner. Would Basuma be a top player if he joined Arsenal? Maybe. He wanted to join Arsenal, but for some reason we never bought him. I think Tottenham are trying to sell him. Still 0-0. 27 minutes to go. Chelsea on the attack. They're in behind. He's offside. The substitutions are going to be interesting. Yeah, Rodri looks like he's treading water, man. Look, they're taking him off now for Kovacic. He's knackered, bro. He's going to struggle at Bournemouth with that pace. He's coming off for Kovacic. Shakes hands with a ref. And Rodri is off. He looks knackered. How much of Sean Paul's songs do you understand? All of it, pretty much. Curtis, if we win the league, I'm planning to come to London from Switzerland to watch the Champions League final, join the parade the next day. Where would you recommend to watch the final? I mean, you got the Tollington pub, which is very good near the ground. Obviously, they're doing a watch-along inside the stadium. So if you can get a ticket for that, that would be great. Toca Social, which is near the O2. That will be a good atmosphere as well. Tollington would be the best pub if you want that authentic sort of Arsenal pub. I think Toca Social would be good. I think they'll be doing watch-alongs in London as well, surely with big screens and that. What's the earliest you've walked out of a game? They're appealing for a penalty, Chelsea. He's dragged him down. Referee says no. They have appealed for about 5 penalties. That's got to be a VAR check, though, surely. Nah, I think he's falling to the floor too quick, man. I really don't like players doing that. Like, you've got VAR, so you're very unlikely to get away with that. Cousinhoff, a little pull of his arm and he's dropping to the floor. Now, Doku is so sharp, it's unbelievable. His change of direction is insane. The lowest I've ever walked out of a ground. Earliest I've walked out of a ground. Couldn't tell you, to be honest. I tend to stay till the end of games, but... It's Cherky. Oh, good defending. Gets out wide to Doku. 2 against 1 the whole game. Gahey clips it in. Good header away. Doku again. Look how Palmer comes across every time. He won't leave him 1v1 with gusto. Drilled across, corner to Man City. DMX or Exhibit? Bro, DMX all day long, bro. DMX is a GOAT. Big up Jermaine. Yeah, no, I don't think I've walked out of a ground too early. I haven't been at a lot of the games where things have gone like terribly wrong. Nah, Pedro's looking for the pen there. For me, he's got to be stronger. Yeah, when I went to Jamaica, Marlon King was training there. Yeah, he did well for Jamaica, but obviously came back to England and was involved in some controversy. Yeah, exactly. DMX and Exhibit is a disrespect. That's like saying a Ferrari or a pedal bike. DMX is one of the GOATs, bro. Exhibit is probably more famous for the Pimp Your Ride series than he is for rapping. DMX is one of the absolute GOATs. Who do you rate highest, Aubameyang or Alexis? Probably Alexis, slightly. Hard though, because I loved Oba. I loved Aubameyang's whole vibe and the front flip and the celebration and the mask. But I just think Alexis was just unbelievable. Corner whipped in. That is an awful cross. Overhit, and Sanchez collects it. Alexis was unbelievable. MTV base. Yo, do them channels even exist anymore? Rafinha is reportedly on Arsenal's radar if the club part ways with Havertz and Martinelli. So he's not on the radar then, because we ain't getting rid of them two. Not with this manager. It feels like there could be a goal. It's a terrible source as well. It said Arteta is a huge admirer of the Barcelona winger. We tried to sign him from Leeds. I don't see why Barcelona would sell him. Cucurella, good defending. Another corner to Manchester City. Yeah, this is what they do, innit, man? When there's nothing to talk about, they recycle old stories and then try and make it sound like it's new. It isn't. Corner to City. Cucurella, good challenge. Took me back. Run's House. Flavor Flav on MTV Base. Old school shows, man. In swinging corner. Ball whipped in, headed away at the near post. Everyone's corner seems to be getting headed away at the near post. All the way back to James Trafford. I'm just thinking, surely Foden, if you're Man City, surely you bring Foden on. In terms of Chelsea, who they got on the bench? Garnacho, Delap. Their bench is not great. They're not great at all. They may have to roll the dice. Here's Robert Sanchez on the ball. Clips it out to Gusto. Referee says, get up, Cole Palmer, looking for a free kick, and he fouls Gahey. Free kick on the halfway line to City. What a boring game of football this has been. Would you take Kane for 55 million? I would. I would, yeah. Got to be honest. I know he's ingrained in Tottenham, but number one, it would be like a Sol Campbell part two. Imagine he like we signed him and he came out and he said, like, you know, deep down I was always an Arsenal fan, but I was playing for Tottenham side to cover it up. And let's be real, his game's not built around speed. He'd still be a great striker for another 2 or 3 years. So I would take him. I think he's got a clause, Annie, for like this summer that he can leave for cheap. But I think he's signing a new contract. So Kane, let it all work out. I'm telling you, I'll take him. Streets are watching. Alexis or Ozil? Better player. Alexis, bro. I'm sorry. I've had that question so many times. Alexis, for me, don't get me wrong, Ozil at Real Madrid with Ronaldo and all them, he looked like a dream. He was good at Arsenal, but Alexis for me was better. Haaland pulls it back, Semenyo! Oh my days, what a goal. Antoine, I said earlier, I wouldn't take you because of shooting like that goes out for a throw-in, but he's done the Kanu Little flick finish into the far corner. What a goal that is. Haaland assist. Semenyo, that is a goal worthy of winning an FA Cup final. That is unbelievable. Now, that's why he is a top player. That's 18 goals this season. What a signing he's been for them. Like, he's took so much pressure off Haaland. That is an unbelievable... Look at Haaland there. Hold up, turn, gets into the box, makes a run, gets to the byline. Semenyo, oh, wow. Do you know what? That deserves to be the winning goal. Oh, even the fact he spins round is... Oh, wow. That is an unbelievable goal. Gets better every time you watch it. It's one of them ones. Semenyo with the flick into the far corner. What a finish. The Carnu flick that he did against Middlesbrough all them years ago. Do you know the sad thing is that Semenyo, they reckon he wanted to sign for Arsenal. He's a boyhood Arsenal fan. But we didn't have the money in January. Manchester City 1. Chelsea 0. Antoine Semenyo with the goal. Haaland with the assist. They are heading for a domestic cup double. Not bad, really. And as I said, people, I said whoever loses will take the positive out of it. If Chelsea lose, they're not going to be in Europe. They're all over the place as a club. And if City lose, confidence levels get knocked for the Bournemouth game. But they have been the better team in terms of chance creation. And yeah, great, big up Nora, great finish. World-class goal, and I'm a Chelsea fan. And oh my days, what a chance. Was that Enzo? Flicked on, he flicks it over the bar from inside the 6-yard box. What a chance. Could have equalised. Flicked on by Colwill. Oh, he'll be disappointed. That's a yard over the bar. Could have been an instant reply there. Enzo puts it over. What a chance. Pedro Neto coming on for Chelsea. Cucurella comes off, so they've made an attacking sub. Left back off and brought on a winger. And Nzonzi. Yo, we were linked with Nzonzi for time. I remember Emery wanted him. Alexis was brilliant for us. Only Ozil was excellent everywhere he played. Ozil was 101. Nah, man, Alexis was brilliant at Barca. He did well at Udinese. I think, didn't he win something at Marseille or Inter? And he won Copa America with Chile. Ozil had a great career, though. I just think Alexis had a more important role for us, you know. He could win you a game by himself. And Zonzi and Yanam Veer. We always got linked with them players, didn't we? If City score again, it will be definitely over. Chelsea, for all their, like, oh, what a ball that is. City on the attack. Bernardo loses it. For all of Chelsea's sort of I don't know about possession, but getting up the pitch, they haven't really created much. That Enzo chance was one of the best. I didn't play against DJ Campbell, but yeah, he did have a good spell at Blackpool. In the orange kit, was it Ian Holloway, the manager? Yeah, Enzo's not a £120 million player. Doku tries to play a 1-2 with Cherky. It doesn't get there. Pedro. Look at Pedro, man. He's embarrassing. Every single time he's looking for a free kick. Neto, you ain't getting that, mate. Gahey outpaces him. Alexis won at Inter and Chile. That's what I'm saying, man. Confident for Burnley. Yeah, I'm going 3-0, bro. I'm going 3-0 to Arsenal. I think we'll beat them. I hope we beat them by more, just in case goal difference becomes irrelevant. Chelsea need Garnacho on. I mean, if you need Garnacho on the pitch, you're struggling, because nobody needs Garnacho on the pitch. Oh, O'Reilly there clatters him. City just keeping the ball for a little bit. 15 minutes to go, the cup final. Yeah, maybe we didn't have the team. Here's O'Reilly. Pulls it back. Oh, he was looking for Haaland. Should he have shot? He had a clear shooting opportunity there. That would have finished the game off. I think he tried to be the nice guy and set up Haaland. Chelsea on the break. He could be in. Oh, that could be a penalty. That could be a penalty. The referee says no. Oh, wow. I thought that one might have been a pen. There'll be a VAR check. Jarrell Harto's pace. Chelsea still on the attack. Is Neto left-hand side. They will check for the penalty when this goes out. Neto, that cross is awful. Absolutely awful. Is that a penalty or was it another dive? This referee's been strong, though. Caicedo's cross is poor. We need the ball to go out or a free kick. We need to know. Caicedo finds Cole Palmer. There will be a VAR check. Cole Palmer drifting into the area. Ball clipped in. It's a poor cross to the back post. Neto keeps it in. It's mad because, you know, Pedro Neto, I thought was such a good player at Wolves. But it's been cleared. No pen. Checked and cleared. Wow. No pen. Hey, everyone putting goal in the chat. Relax. There ain't no goal. No fake scores, please. Don't ruin it for the viewers. Ball's gone out of play. And he's saying it's already been cleared. Was that a penalty? He outpaced him. I mean, he doesn't really make any attempt to get the ball, but I've seen penalties given for that. It's just like you're running, you get in front of him, and then you just feel the contact and you fall. I don't know. I don't know. What result do you want? I want extra time, so I want a Chelsea equaliser. Come on. Ball out wide. Ball whipped in. Oh, that was going to Pedro. It's headed away. We want extra time, people. We want City shattered. Here's Cole Palmer. Good ball out wide for Chelsea. Roll to the byline. Neto. Oh, it's not a good cross. Trafford clears it. Why is he putting that so high? Just keep that on the floor. Oh, Doku's a menace. He's a menace, although he has lost it. He is a throw-in. Come on, we want that Chelsea equaliser. We want extra time, people. We want this Man City team tired. Big up Ray Dior, new member. Big up your damn self. Bayern scored 122 goals. Bro, that league's too easy for them, man. When it counted in the Champions League, they couldn't do it. So I'm not hyping that up. Yeah, it was like David Luiz against Wolves. Oh, Pedro, every minute this guy's on the floor. Every minute João Pedro is on the floor. We want them to play extra time. Wow. Rugby tackle there by Caicedo on Doku. I think Caicedo is the angriest footballer in the Premier League. I honestly think he is. He's the angriest footballer in the Prem. Literally drags him to the floor. And he's still on smoke with him after as well. Guy's so angry. WYM grew up in a time where City was a nobody club. Only became a team yesterday when the oil money came, and I still believe that. I mean, even the fact the other day against Palace, empty seats all over the ground, it shows they still don't have the fan base, but they've got success, you know, whatever we think about it, recent success is there. But yeah, you're right. Even when I go on tour and stuff, you can still see that Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, even Chelsea to a degree, they do have big fan bases compared to City. I don't see many City shirts around. They're just not creating enough, Chelsea. Gahey goes all the way back to Trafford. Nah, surely I never said Kepa was 10 times better than Trafford. Trafford's, look, no, Gahey's just twisted up Pedro. Now he's holding his leg. He's slipped to the ground. They did pay for the success, but asterisk final. Has he done his hamstring now, João Pedro? You've only got one City brethren. I'm telling you, man. There's not many of them. It could have been a pen. Yeah, it could have been. City fans are ex-Chelsea and Arsenal fans. What are you saying? They moved. They were Arsenal and then they went to Chelsea. Then they faded. They went to Man City. Just bring on Delap, man. Let him just try and fight someone. You've never met a City fan in London. There's not many, man, I'm telling you. There's not many. I don't see hardly any Man City shirts. You might see a few in Manchester, but there's a little water break while Pedro decides whether he's injured or not. He is up, but he isn't being subbed yet. Saw a Man City top for the first time in person. Bro, the Semenyo goal is outstanding. That's a goal worthy of winning a cup final, I can't lie. 17 goals this season for Semenyo. Clutch, man. Absolute clutch. Look at this, by the way. I just want to show this. Just saw this picture. I want to give you all a bit of inspiration. Old, young, middle-aged, whatever. Look at this from Semenyo. 18 years of age. He was in the National League South. 19, he was in League 2. 20, he was in League 1. 26, scoring in an FA Cup final. Things can change. He was released by a lot of clubs as a youngster. He didn't have an easy introduction into football. Let go by Chelsea. And he's climbed his way up the ladder, man. So I do have a lot of respect for him. Apparently, he's a good guy as well. I know a couple of people that have been teammates with him when he was playing at these lesser clubs, lower clubs. And he's done well. Yeah, you're right. David Raya, he was at Southport on loan from Blackburn. And, you know, he could be Premier League champion. How long we got left? 7 minutes. Doku rolls it in. Here's a chance for City. O'Reilly gets in behind. Haaland's waiting. Again, he tries to play Haaland. He's just trying to be friendly. He wants to be on Haaland's YouTube channel. He could have had a shot. Here's Cherky. He's fouled. The referee says no. To be fair, the referee has been consistent. He ain't giving free kicks unless it's blatant. The lap came on, but Pedro didn't actually come off. Who came off then for Chelsea? I didn't even see it. Oh, Reece James came off. Cherky. Oh, it comes off the post. Was drilled across goal there. Deflection. I think the goalkeeper might have saved it there. And it hits the post. Yeah, Haaland's got a YouTube channel, man. He's actually quite funny, to be fair. He doesn't post very often, but yeah. Here's O'Reilly. Again, clips it in. He's offside, though. O'Reilly twice could have actually had a shot. Instead, he decided to try and find Haaland again. Should have probably had a shot at the near post. Oh, it did save. That's actually a great save by the goalkeeper. Tipped it onto the post. What's going on here? They're not even showing us what's happening, and Sanchez making a save. Jeez, what the hell? That's poor, man. They were talking and off screen, and then next minute they're just saying, saved by Sanchez. Bro. What a shot by Cherky. Was straight at him, but he gets a good hand on it. Right, now Pedro limps off. Garnacho comes on. Well, I'll be honest, any Chelsea fans in the chat, man, if they lose this, it's pretty much season over. I mean, they would, if they win both their remaining games, they'd have a chance of getting 7th, which would get them Conference League, but Brighton would only need to win 1 and they wouldn't even be able to get that. So, yeah, I'm not sure Chelsea are going to be in Europe. The only thing we need, though, from Chelsea is they play Tottenham on Tuesday, I think. Just relegate Tottenham for us, and then we don't care what happens. Yeah, they've got Chelsea at home. Chelsea, sorry, have got Tottenham at home. So just do your job and beat Tottenham and get them relegated on Tuesday. But anyway. Garnacho, yeah. Chelsea have been hate watching us all season, exactly. So there's no love lost between either side. Here's Semenyo, left-hand side. Rolls it into Haaland. He can't quite keep it in his stride. Do you think Spurs go down? I think West Ham still. West Ham are favourites because West Ham have got Newcastle away tomorrow, which is a tough game. But you never know. Newcastle haven't got a lot to play for, so who knows? And then West Ham have got Leeds at home last game of the season, which I think they could win that. The problem you've got, who've Tottenham got last two games? So Tottenham have got Chelsea away, Everton at home. Yeah, they're tough. Hopefully Tottenham lose both games and West Ham can beat West Ham can beat Leeds at home last game of the season. Here's Cherky, corner of the penalty area. It's a poor pass, it's cut out. Man City fans are paid actors. Well, Delap was nearly as much as Cherky. Yeah, Delap, I think, has been a pretty poor signing. Here's Semenyo, right-hand side. They want Haaland to score, you can just tell. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Not been a great game, but 1-0 to City. Unbelievable goal by Semenyo. Lovely little flick. Doku, too strong for Gusto, and then wins the free kick. Doku is a problem, man. I can't lie. He's probably one of the toughest wingers to play against in the Prem. Michael said, Semenyo went to my secondary school year above, used to bang basketball all the time, pure athlete. You can tell, athlete, he can run, he's strong, powerful, he can jump. Do you know what I mean? Technically not amazing, but he's got that sort of, every now and then he score a worldie, you know? Radio Big C, well, go on, bro. When Arsenal dropping them tickets for the Watchalong at the Emirates, I'm trying to book my flight ASAP. Would you recommend a local Watchalong? Bro, they haven't announced it yet, which is strange. They need to give people notice, but just keep an eye out. I'll let you know when I see it. Mike said, all my Chelsea mates who have rooted for City all season are going ballistic now, unfairly, in my opinion. Just can't help but laugh. They've been getting away with this all season. They hated Arsenal too much to realise. Exactly. All these fans all year doing all these hate watch streams, now they got to hold it. It is what it is. Emmanuel said, Semenyo, Ghanaian, shout out my Ghana brother, can't wait to see him in the World Cup. So sad Kudus has been injured. Is Kudus actually going to be back for the World Cup? Lucas said, I'm a City fan, wish I was paid. My granddad was from Manchester, a season ticket holder at Main Road. Yeah, listen, I mean, I actually went to Main Road to watch a game there, and it was a really good atmosphere back in the day. Parked up in Moss Side, went to a Jamaican shop, got some food. Main Road was good atmosphere. Sean Goater and that. Here's Doku up against Gusto. Gusto does well this time. Yeah, I read the Salah statement at half time. I think it's funny. He's doing it politely, man. He's politely saying this manager's a fraud and he's ruining what Klopp built. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with that. Teta really started Kepa in the final. He got carried away, man. He got carried away. Kudus won't make it for the World Cup. Apparently Spurs were dodgy about his injuries. Like, that's a shame, man. He's big for Ghana as well. Big up Gunarican, man. He said, big up Curtis in the chat. How's everything? The community have carried me through this because this game has made my eyelids heavy. Semenyo's goal was outstanding, but the game's been terrible. Can Chelsea equalise? Delap? Oh, he heads it over. He heads it over. I don't rate Delap at all. I don't know why they bought him. Got carried away with a half-decent season at Ipswich. Silent listener, stand up if you hate Tottenham. I saw it, so I can't ignore it. Did you see Heart Celtic, Young Nizzle? What an ending to a game, man. Unbelievable ending to the game. Congrats to Celtic, man. Congrats to the 3 former Arsenal players who play for Celtic. Kieran Tierney, Austin Trusty and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Delap is not Chelsea level, man. Not a chance. What's going on with Chelsea? The ownership, man, they've messed that club up, I can't lie, bro. Under Abramovich, they were a powerhouse. Do you know what I mean? This manager, you can spend $1 billion, mate. If you don't spend it correctly, it don't work. Semenyo wins a free kick. Caicedo's clapping the linesman. I've never seen an angrier player. He's angry with everybody. And he's getting booked as well. He might as well just headbutt the ref. Angriest player in the world. I'm so glad we signed Declan Rice over Caicedo. And I do think Caicedo's a good player. But his character, he's a loose cannon, man. He's the angriest footballer. Yeah, Kai Cenat with the haircut, bro. You know what I mean? Chelsea got nothing to offer, man. 5 minutes added on. We're nearly 2 minutes in already. Manchester City free kick about 45, 50 yards out, over by the touchline. Cherki and Haaland playing 1-2s. Haaland's fouled, free kick. Jose to Real Madrid. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, you know, that's big news, man. Mourinho's a big deal. Him at Madrid, you're going to have to keep your eye on that, aren't you? Caicedo's a good player once his head's gone. Yeah, 100%. Look at Semenyo, man's just, although he's lost it. Can Chelsea create one more chance? I wouldn't mind extra time, just for the sake of fatigue. If we're in on Monday, you're doing a watch-along on Tuesday. Yep, Kay, I am doing, obviously, Arsenal-Burnley watch-along on Monday. And we will be doing Bournemouth against Man City on Tuesday. Yo, Cherki's scooping the ball over people. Semenyo, oh, he's give a throw-in. Just over 2 minutes to go. We definitely needed Rice because of the character, the leadership. I feel like if the chips are down, you want Rice in your dressing room rather than Caicedo. Caicedo can lose his head. You don't think it's going to last long with Jose at Madrid? Says Len. When are you making it to Loose Cannon Show? Final episode of the season. Listen, man, I need the invite, people. I guess no more OGs with Turkish. Bro, do you know what it is? It's like, there's been no fallout. We were talking about it. We just haven't done it. I don't know why. We'll try and do an end of season one, man. We need to do that. It's Doku. Good tackle. Last chance for Chelsea. Minute to go. Neto finds Gusto. Cole Palmer's been quiet second half. What is he doing there, Gusto? City can break. 3 against 3. Haaland finds Doku. 4 against 4. Doku. Cherki. Great footwork. Oh, he's run it. Haaland still unmocked. Haaland. Oh, what a terrible touch. Gets away from him. If he had a good touch there, he would have had a goal-scoring opportunity. Oh, guys. Arsenal Tech can't see Mourinho and Vinny getting along. He has to be leaving. Bring Vinny to Arsenal, man. Haaland's going mad. He's saying they should have given it him earlier. He would have been one-on-one. He wants to score, man. What was your reaction when we bottled a 4-0 lead to Newcastle? Yeah. Good job I wasn't on YouTube. Them times there. Big up to everyone, man. 3,000 of you locked in. Unbelievable support. Iheanacho was the difference. Yeah, he's good. Still a good player. Technically good. We should have been in this final, man. If we'd have... The thing is, would we have beat City in the semi-final at Wembley? Let's be real. And there we go. Full-time whistle goes, people. Chelsea have lost. Manchester City have done the domestic cup double. League Cup and FA Cup double. Semenyo with the winning goal. What a journey. A player that's come from the lower divisions. As I showed you before in the picture, 19 years of age, or 18? 18, he was playing Conference South, which is semi-professional. And at 26, he scored the winning goal in the FA Cup final. So on a personal note, I'm happy for Semenyo. But people, I'm going to round up because this game has given me heavy eyelids. I'm tired. I'm going to sort out some dinner and relax for the evening. Big up to everyone. Want to say thank you for everyone tuning in. Was a very boring cup final, but City have done a domestic cup double. Big up to everyone. I'll have a left wing pre-recorded video tomorrow. So just keep your notifications on. Look out for that. Monday will be the Watchalong Arsenal against Burnley. Is that 8 o'clock kickoff, actually? Let me just check what time that kickoff is on Monday, so you're all prepared for that. Yeah, 8 o'clock kickoff, so I'll be live at 7 p.m. And then on Tuesday, it will be Bournemouth against Man City Watchalong. That's a 7:30 kickoff. I'll be live from around 7:15. It's all about Monday now, people. Massive game for Arsenal. Hit the like button and subscribe. Manchester City have won the FA Cup. Let's make sure they don't win the Premier League. Bless.